Alright, welcome back. Right now I'm currently rendering the patch management piece. Thought I would see if it would let me, and it seems like it's going to let me create another video while it's doing a different section. So, it's going to take a while. It's an hour and a half, so we shall see. And high quality, at least 94%. Alright, so the next step will be delivering software. So there is a software catalog. I don't use it. We're going to use it here because I got to learn it eventually. So on my machine, I downloaded 7-zip. Now we're going to install it a couple different ways. One is the traditional way, which you will see. A lot of times I usually do work on my end to know the command lines when I haven't done anything. So another thing you could do is you can also install it on a machine and do a search through here and find it. Instead, we're going to go ahead and what happens if we do import? Okay. It'll probably run faster on your client machine. Remember, these are test machines inside of a VM, which is also behind like a firewall. Okay, so right off the bat, you must first configure the software library with a valid location. So let's go ahead and click on that link. And while we're doing that, we're going to bring up this server. Let's see, nscap. We're gonna folder soft library. Actually, we'll spell it out. Software library. Let's go ahead and grab this, paste it. All right, valid path, save changes. All right, did it save it? Here's software already been saved. Close. Okay. Add a file. On our local machine, I have downloaded it, so say open. All right, so it's already made it as a default installation file because it's the only file. But you could tell because not bold and bold. So let's go ahead and go next. Installation file is not specified. Did I uncheck it? Wow, that was weird. It should be bold. Alright, whatever. Create new. 7-zip. Filled out some of the info for us. We will say open, or OK, sorry. Which will open up additional resources. Okay. We're going to play around here for a minute. We're going to, yeah, this is little stuff that probably who really cares, but 7-zip. I didn't want 7-zip work, but that'll work. Save picture as. Downloads. We'll take that. Minimize in case we got to do it again. Change icon. We'll take this. We'll say open. That looks good to me. Package. So here's our package. Now, I got to look through settings. I bet you it exists. If you know of it, let me know. Down here, under package server, I mentioned this before. When you've got like a ton of sites, you have, this is by default with manual pre-staging. You just check off the sites you want to go to, or package servers by site or individually. I always just choose all. Just easier that way. 7-zip for finance department. So I'll just do that. Okay. Before I continue, one other thing I noticed. Come back here, look. So it already created a GUID in our software library and it puts a file in there. Now, I don't use a software library. I normally use package from a directory on a notification server. Now, that's where we keep our software. That's where I'm keeping it here. I'm just doing a library because they say you should use it. Now, The other way, this way, I actually have folder structure. So let's go ahead and create folder 7-zip. And just in case, 18. Okay, can we move this back here? No, we cannot. So we're going to delete that. We're going to click here, add file, add 7-zip back in. So now, did it do it here? 7-zip, 18. I like. It's still kind of sloppy up here, but if I do a search up here, I can at least get somewhere, find something a little easier. Okay, so we have that. So let's go ahead and say okay. Now our command line. I don't have it, and I didn't put it in, so 7-zip command line. Okay, let's see, command line examples. This may be to use command line to create install 7-zip command line. This is called command line version. Okay, create your SCCM. All right, here we go. This will work. Let's see. 1, download, create a text file called install CMD. All right, they're just using the /q. Copy 2 installation files. I got what I need anyway, so /q. So we will click down here, we will edit. We will add /q. We will also add 0, 1641, 3010, which I always put in, so it'd be nice if there was a spot we could actually choose to set defaults for software. Maybe there is, we shall see. Install 7-zip for finance, and it installs that file. exe, blah, blah, blah. We're good. Okay, now we'll do a detection rule when we're done. That you will do here. All right, and we're also going to do an applicability rule. Let's see. Do they have standard? Come on, I typed. Windows. Says type to filter list. Let's go. Come on. Dagnabbit. All right. We'll say no. Desktop. So we will do standard rule. Operating system. Platform. Windows. Architecture. Doesn't matter. It does there, it seems. OS name. Type is not. Okay, it's probably not what I want. Windows version. I don't think it's going to be here either. Oh, okay. Machine role. Let's try this. NT workstation. Not domain controller or server. So that looks good. It's major and minor versions are mandatory. I know Windows 10 should be like that. We'll just do that temporarily. Let's see. Standard smart rules. Nah, okay. We'll just go ahead, we'll keep it that way. Let's come back here. gonna rename it, but edit that and do this 10. But I want to know why this isn't populating. Huh. It could be my test machine I'm running this on, so we shall see. We'll just, oh, you. Come on. Now it seemed like it was going to do. Come on. Fine, we'll just take that. Detection rules, we're going to see if it's detected later. Association don't have any. File inventory don't have any. Software publishing, we'll do that later. That's when you get to software portal. Alright, so let's say okay here for now. Okay. 7-zip. We did an import, ended up there. We will move it over. Now this is what I get lost on. There's some stuff that gets filled out, but you can trim version numbers and ways of including things together. I'm going to leave it this way for now. Okay, we're going to, so you can do this, you can create new. I'll just do that. And you know what we're going to do? We're going to see, can we edit this? Not new, edit. Desktop application. Nah, screw it, we don't have to really do it, we'll just leave it alone. Meter. I don't care about metering it right now. We'll do an app metering, we'll do that then. Say save, there we go, 7-zip. Hey, that's not good. Why didn't that take our icon? There we go. Okay. So, we have our product there. Let's see, deliverable software. Software releases, that's what I've set up. Okay. If we right click, what do we have? Resource, add to organizational group, actions, create targeted software inventory, quick delivery, manage software delivery. Huh. This is a different way of doing it. Select destinations, applies to, schedule delivery. Alright, whatever. Test machines, schedule delivery. You can do it as a schedule or ASAP. As a schedule to check for compliance. Choose when to check the compliance. After you configure schedule, click advanced to verify start and dates are correct. Why the hell does that matter? Choose when to remediate immediately. See, I know what it wants. Schedule time, advanced. Dependencies, we don't have any. Alright, we will say deliver. Now this machine has not checked in for a little while. Let's take a look at its settings. Software delivery. Actually, we're in agent settings. Checks in every hour. It last checked in at 1:55, so 2:55, so we got 20 minutes. Now, I'll show you that software that policy we just created comes down here under software, manage software policies. There it is. 7-zip, install 7-zip for finance. I'm going to come up here, new folder, software delivery. We're going to move this up here. Okay. So the way I usually do it, because see, it didn't even listen, so I thought we didn't check that. Advanced options. See, I like coming in here anyway, because this is where you can use different accounts, whether or not users logged in. So you can, if you know that somebody has to be logged in, you can set that here. I always do it hidden. And don't prompt user. Result based. I know you can set this in notification settings. Maybe we'll do that in a minute. Terminate after 30 minutes. Action. Just continue. So after it terminates, let's say you had 5 items in here. And if you wanted to stop down a line, you can then say terminate, or you can continue. So I usually just do continue. Okay. Save. And as I said, so normally what I've done is I've come down to manage software delivery, new software delivery. I'll do it real quick. It'll show you. It actually just puts the policy and you click your stuff and build it this way, not that GUI front end. We're going to leave this one here. Okay. If we come back to the machine and we're going to check it in. New config, 7-zip. And it failed to install. So /Q may not be it. So if you go here, I know I mentioned this in the patch video, C790B, this is the GUID. Task ID is not the one you want the top one, this guy. If we navigate on the machine, not out here, we'll leave out one there. And we go, this PC, see, program files, Altiris agents. Just want to check something real quick. Yep, I mentioned this file in a previous video. It does exist now. I forgot to show that. Software management, software delivery. Now, we don't have a lot here, but if we did, you want C79. Okay, you see it right there, or you can just come up here. C79. Click it, go in, cache. There's our 7-zip, 18, there's our file. Now, I'm thinking, if I look, I bet you, because I failed to start, I wonder if I need that in my command line. So like I said, I usually don't use the software catalog. Let's go look at our command line. Okay, let's do, and the reason why I'm coming up with that is because software delivery, if you go into any of these others, you go into the cache folder, it kind of uses right here. So we want to go into the cache folder. So we go C67 cache. Well, so now I see a downside to what I did there. So let's try this. Okay. Okay. Update config. May not. The policy didn't change. So let's go ahead and give it another shot. Okay, it failed quickly. Sometimes needs a new policy. when we're rushing around. Disable it. Check the machine in. It disappears. Enable it. So what it'll do is it'll force it now in. It removed it as a policy. Now it will bring it in as a policy. It'll have all new information within it. Failed again. Shows it there. Okay, software, let's do this. Get rid of that queue. See if it'll go at least. Okay. Not quite sure. So let's do this. Again. Alright. Let's install. Failed again. Okay, command line. So, let's do this. If we go to here, okay, /7-zip 187 C1805 x64.exe. Okay, that's partially why. Okay. I always thought you did / for current folder and then forward. Let's do this. Yeah, 7-zip. Alright, look at that. Alright, so cancel. What did I do there? Alright, let's give that a shot. I know in batch files you can put / and it works. Like I said, I wouldn't be doing all this if I went the other way. Try and use the catalog. I guess I didn't have to do the folder. I gotta weigh in if it's worth it or not. So if we drop those out like that, we'll add the /q back in. Okay. Come back here. Update. I'll fail again. Policy. Let's take a look. Yeah, see, still / is in there. So even though I hit update configuration, it still did not grab it. So do this to remove. Enable it. Bring it back in. Hey. Oh, are you kidding me? /q isn't it. Question mark isn't it. Hold on. Okay, so I have 7-zip set up in my work environment. I have dual monitors. I had to switch over to that monitor to take a look. So let's see. This is an older version, but let's see if it's still the same. So we're going to throw a switch on this. /S, which yeah, can be Q for quiet, S for silent. Alright, do that. Go back to policies. We're just going to do this. Disable. Yes. Check in. Enable. Check in. That failed again. Man, I wanted to clock with the hands. 38, 39, 40. Let's... That's the wrong one. Okay. There's the command. 7-zip. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Another goof up in there. You probably saw it and I didn't. $18. 7-zip. Okay. Okay. Policies. Disable. Enable. Update. Oh, oh, look at it. I just checked in because it was set to go immediately. It's running. See, that would help, huh? Now the downside is, I don't know if it's really going or not. It may be sitting there. So I tell you what we'll do. End task on it. Because on my policy, I said hidden. So before, when you're running stuff like this, you can always just change this back. Now that we've changed the policy, updating, new config, this should bounce to all. 7.6, these would all reset. Okay. Cancel. Yep, sat switch didn't work. Do it again. Cancel. Now, that other article we did see had a /Q. That could still be could be it. Now, like I said, I had an old version of 7-zip set up that I did a /S. Q. It'd be nice if stuff was like a walk in the park. I could have edited the video and had it perfect, but I like you to see everything I run into at time to time. Sometimes things do actually go nice and smooth. They're few and far between, and when they do happen, I sit there and go, what'd I mess up? I know something's not right. Q didn't go as well, so let's do this. /Q /S. Went off to Google. Okay, screw this. People are still saying /S and whatnot. I can't get it to work. Now I downloaded it. I didn't realize this is just a 64-bit. Let's go back here. Let's take care of this all over again. So we're going to edit software resource. I did it the way I should have done it the first way. So We're going to go software library, edit the actual package. I'm still going to leave this structure. I still have to figure out if I like this or not. We're going to delete that. And we're going to add a file. And we're going to take, now here's 32, here's 64. I didn't realize this was just a 64. I thought it was both. MSI. MSI is the easiest way to do this. For this video and my lab purposes, everything's 64-bit. So we're going to go ahead and do that. We're going to, alright, so grab this file name. We're going to edit this command line /QB bang. I like showing the interface at times, and sometimes I like not. I'll show you what this will do. Alright, let's fix this. 64-bit. Say OK. 7-zip. 1864-bit. Say OK. Now we will come back to policies. This is now updated. Applied to schedule. Everything. We'll just hit save. So it forces a check-in. Hit update. We will go ahead and install. Really? Okay. Alright. Let's undo some of this. Let's go back. Software. Actions. Edit. Package. We're going to edit at the package level. Delete. Probably because this is installation file. Oh, maybe I have it open elsewhere. Yes, I do. There we go. Add file. This guy. Okay. Edit this command line. Okay. Policies. I just can't win. Oh, man. Why will this not install? Management 8. Oh, you know what? No. Should be an admin. Run. For the hell of it, let's change it to currently logged in user. Now, I'm pretty sure I don't need the command lines. It's probably what you're thinking. Usually MSIs will go on their own. Maybe I do. I know in 7.6 you do not need to, because I'm pretty sure I don't have them set up that way, but let's do it. Edit, edit this command line. MSI exec/I. Yeah, I know there's no space there. Just hit save. Maybe I can do that instead of... Alright, that looked good. Wow, okay. So, that worked. 20 minutes later, here's 7-zip. It looks good. And there we go. It was that simple. 7-zip. See that? Okay. So, we have 7-zip installed. Now, a lot of times, sometimes you have purchased software. Let's say this was a purchased application and you want to know who purchased it, or if people are installing software because they're admins outside of your team. Sometimes you want to do a custom inventory. So I already started one. So I will show you here. So this will do a few things. So you take this, you actually edit it with your installer. So we'll take the installer name again. We will bring it in here. Hopefully. /QB bang. I don't know if it's going to like that. Let's do this. Alright. So I already pre-filled out 7-zip, made up name, version. So what I did is like team version. Let's say I had to do some customization, a license file or something. I repackaged it. I could throw 1 in here. Alright. Finance department, purchase 9 licenses, ticket. Here's the key I'm going to use. Application owner, and then these are what these were. Okay. So we're going to save this. And the first thing before you even bother deploying it, might as well make sure it even works. So local machine, software, and okay. Now, I also, during the testing of just a registry, I guess you really don't need to have this piece in there. We did see it look like it was executing. All right. Let me downloads, no desktop. Where did I save this file? Save as. Ah, it's there. Downloads. Ah, it's right in front of my face. Alright, so let's rem this out. It does not seem, let's see. It's not erroring. Interesting. So we have HK local machine, software, lab software. HK local machine, software, lab software. Not creating it. Let's see. Alright, I'm going to do some troubleshooting. Be right back. Okay, so I want to have something for you. The VB I modified from another one. I must have goofed somewhere up, so let's do this differently. The end result is we want a registry key. My son just got in for school, so you may hear me all down. Alright, set it software resource. Package. We have to add the file back into the... Okay. So I created on the desktop, just a reg file. VB is nice because with the VB you can actually do a date and time, like a now. But for now, I took that line out. I just want the .reg. So let's go ahead and go here. We have to add a command line. Let's call it 7-zip footprint. Okay, we're just going to call it patch file install command line. Alright, we're going to do that. We're going to do 0, 1641, 3010. Say OK. OK. Alright, we're good there. We go back over to our policy. Click add software. Go back to 7-zip. So we have two 7-zips. The first one is our installer. Our second one, so here's where we would want, okay, for the footprint. We'll do that. Come in here. Terminate after 15 minutes. Run. I know I'm missing it. Where is it? That's back over here. Continue on this one. On this one, we're going to abort because we do not want it to lay down the footprint. Say save. Alright, come back to our machine. Let's bring this up. Let's bring regedit. Let me F5. See, it would be in here. Check the machine in. New config, and there was that. 7-zip, we run it. Okay, now let's bring registry up. F5, there's lab software. 7-zip, and there's some files. So I'll do a custom inventory. I'll bring that in next, just so we can be able to report on this. For now, though, this is nice because if you have 7-zip, and if you do a custom report, like show me all the machines with 7-zip, and yeah, so select, and SQL would be select, select app name, comma, application owner, version, ticket, from, whatever, where. Yeah, you could do that, and then the report will actually come up, and you won't have these fields. And then you go, wait a minute, they installed it elsewhere. So we're not done yet. So we have this. Another thing I like doing is go back into registry, and this is 64-bit, so we'll come down here, Microsoft, Windows, current version. Looking for the uninstall key, and we do F3, and we do 7-zip. I did not find it there. Let's come back up here. Software, Microsoft. Going blind here. All right, let's local machine, software, Microsoft. Getting tired a little bit. There it is. Windows, current version. Uninstall. Maybe I only have a couple apps, so let's look here. Active Directory. Yep, there it is right there. So, but the biggie of what I want is right here. I want the GUID. So this should be, by default, from 7-zip. They gave it a code. So now, if we come back in here, back to software. Been in here enough. Rules, new, 7-zip. Get rid of that. Oh, chase alert. I don't have a chase account. So, come on. 7-zip installed. And all we got to do is smart roll, MSI product code. Oh. Well, this pull the product. Oh, I like that. I like that a lot. So, let's go ahead. We'll say OK. See, in version 7.6, I'm used to going and getting the code myself. Now we say OK. Come back to policies. I know we don't have to do it. We shouldn't have to do anything here, but I'm going to go ahead and hit save. Since it seems like we can just do this and it'll give us new. Now. Oh, I forgot something. Right there. Save. Expiring in 30 days. Nice. Update. There we go. That's a little better. Now we're going to go ahead and go. It detected, still ran the footprint. So, that's fine. It'll relay down the footprint. You can do also detection rule if that key exists and not lay it down. But let's say somebody uninstalled 7-zip and registry key is still there. You want to be able to deploy this. It didn't detect it, it reinstalled it. Else it detects it and moves on. So there's different ways of doing it. The point is it's there. We have it installed. And that is that. I was going to do a different piece of software. Did not expect this to take 48 minutes though. All right. Thank you very much. And hopefully that helped you show the stuff that runs around through my head and all the running around to get stuff going. All right.